Starting to see a lot of people that are new to invest in gold and silver. They're really considering it now given the performance year to date. It's outperformed stocks and bonds and other types of assets or investments, and we're starting to get a lot of people now. There's a lot of people too that are worried about inflation, they're worried about the dollar, they're worried about the deficits and debts. And so because of that, we're seeing a lot of people wanting to diversify and get into some gold and silver.
International Staffer.
How you guys doing?
Hey, welcome in.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for having me in your shop.
Primarily we buy and sell gold and silver, but we also have lots of other collectible items. We have a lot of fun with jewelry, currency, vintage watches, all sorts of things. Beanie Babies, Funko Pops, Legos. It's a really neat store, very family oriented. So a little different than your usual pawn shop or something like that.
This is great. You got some great bars you brought out here.
Yeah, your timing's perfect. We just got this in today.
Awesome.
We bought it from an investor.
Woo.
Their timing was great. I'd sold a lot of this to them over the years and they've done very well financially. Some of this stuff they bought when silver was probably less than 20 bucks an ounce.
That's awesome.
So they've done really well.
The unique thing about this store, it's Route 66 Coin and Collectibles. So are we on Route 66 or
Yes.
how close are we?
Our address is 1996 East Route 66 and we're in Flagstaff, Arizona, which is in northern Arizona near the Grand Canyon. That particular round's kind of cool because it has all the initials for the states and you can see Arizona's right there.
Wow.
So yes, this road that you see is definitely Route 66.
And do you get mostly like locals in here? Do you get a lot of tourists, a mix?
A lot of locals, investors, and collectors, and then also tourists from all over the world. Most of our clients that are the investors, the stackers like you are going to be our local people.
Are more people coming in right now and buying or more people selling?
It varies day to day. Today was a big day where we bought a lot, obviously, but that does vary. Sometimes we see a change in the market and spot goes up or down significantly. We'll see more activity. Certainly when gold and silver are hitting all-time highs or multi-year highs, it's better for the market, it's better for us, it creates more interest. Starting to see a lot of people that are new to invest in gold and silver. They're really considering it now given the performance year to date. It's outperformed stocks and bonds and other types of assets or investments, and we're starting to get a lot of people now. There's a lot of people too that are worried about inflation, they're worried about the dollar, they're worried about the deficits and debts. And so because of that, we're seeing a lot of people wanting to diversify and get into some gold and silver.
What got you into coins?
Initially, I was more of an investor. I worked in human resources for 30 years. I had a 401k at work where I had mostly stocks and bonds. Like a lot of my clients, I was worried about the economy. Both political parties seem ill-equipped to manage that. Neither party has a plan to really reduce the deficit or debt. And because of that, I foresee that the dollar will continue to lose value. And gold and silver is always a great safe haven. It's a good place to store your wealth. I was investing in my 401k and I had money left over, disposable income that I was able to start to use to buy gold and silver. So that's how I got into it originally. I was a customer.
Do you have any recommendations for people just getting into it? A lot of new people coming into the community right now.
I like generic bars and rounds. I like just regular products like gold Cougarans, gold Eagles.
And these were the most, were they the most minted coins like in the 80s or something?
They were the most popular, certainly. They've been around, I think, since the late 60s. But yes, in the 80s, they were very popular.
Yeah, this is 81 right here.
So it's an ounce of pure gold. They do put a touch of copper in it, so that's why it's got a little bit of an orange color, but it's still an ounce of gold. It's a very good investment option because you're not paying much more than spot, only 2%. Eagles are going to be slightly more, the US products like Eagles and Buffaloes. Sometimes they're 3 or 4%. And those premiums will vary each day. And a few of these products, like a poured Engelhard bar, is going to be slightly more than $2 over.
I love these old Englehards.
They're pretty,
these
aren't
Johnson Matthews.
Yes.
I love these.
Those are all good brands, JM, Engelhard, Valcambi. These are all great brands. And then there's some that are just fun gifts, like here's a bunch of Christmas rounds, right?
Yeah.
So they're fun for the holidays.
That's stuff my sister gets.
Yep. In fact, we're going to store those away, and in November we're going to break them out, and we're going to do a display, and we'll discount them for Christmas, and hopefully sell them as gifts. It's a tangible asset. You can own it. You can hold it. It's not going to get devalued. You got to protect yourself from inflation. Dollar's constantly losing value, and it's compounded too, which is devastating.
It's on the website that it's a minimum of 2% a year is the goal. And I call it the hidden tax, really.
Yeah, since the inception of the Federal Reserve, the dollar's lost, I believe, 96 or 98% of its value.
It's crazy. The chart.
To date.
Yeah.
Yes, the chart's ridiculous. And it's continuing even at a more rapid rate. So there's a lot of statistics out there that you can find online, and I don't have them all memorized. Inflation's awful. The devaluation of the dollar's terrible. They're continuing to spend more and more money. And some of the causes are great. I understand that it benefits a lot of people. It's just money we don't have as a country. And so you're being taxed and you don't even feel it. Even though the money's still in your wallet, it will buy a lot less goods and services every day. And so that's a tax that you're being hit with that you didn't vote for, and you're not even aware of.
I remember my dad all growing up, like for 50 cents, I used to be able to get like a cheeseburger and see a movie.
You're good example. So a 64 quarter, which is 90% silver, would have gotten you in 64 about 2 gallons of gas, approximately. I'm just estimating. Today, I'd pay you enough to get around 2 gallons of gas. So
Unless you're in California.
Yes, and then it might be not enough.
And then you get a tenth of an egg.
Approximately.
Yeah.
The concept is that quarter, now a 65 quarter that's not silver, would probably get you about this much gas.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't buy much.
Yeah.
So, and that's the devaluation right there. As soon as they started replacing our money with something other than gold and silver, you can see a steady decline in our society at that point, in our economy. And it's continuing at a rapid pace, and it's scary. And then in '82, they switched from copper to zinc pennies. They're talking about eliminating the penny. These are all crazy things that we've seen with other fiat currencies throughout the world. There's been hundreds of fiat currencies, and every single one of them has failed.
They've all gone to zero.
Over here in this bowl, I have common world coins that we sell to kids for $1 for 8. And I point that out because you'll see a lot of funny stuff in there, like coins that are made out of aluminum and other things. So as soon as you start seeing that with a country's currency, it becomes a problem. That's a warning sign, really, that the economy's not doing all that well. But that might be a good argument for stacking, is that if something bad were to occur, it certainly would be good to have gold and silver. You know, if war breaks out, if it escalates into Europe, who knows?
Yeah.
It can happen. It's happened historically many times, and so
The bank shut down, you're still going to be okay.
sure, you're right.
I'm just trying to be like one of the Hunt brothers, you know?
Yeah,
I don't have to
yeah,
be
yeah.
like both of
Yeah.
them, just one of them.
Yeah, that's cool. I know your reference because I was old enough to remember that, and it was pretty neat times. I actually bought a coin recently. It's a Roman denarius,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's Caligula, and it's exceptional condition. And I bought it at auction at Heritage. It was owned by the Hunt brothers, and it says on the holder ex-Hunt collection,
Wow.
and it was one of the Hunt brothers.
That
So
is
it's kind of a
neat.
neat coin to have.
That
One
is
of my
neat.
favorites. It's one of my favorites.
That is so cool.
It's a neat coin. As an investor, it's not something you'd be interested in, but as a collector, it's just super cool.
Yeah.
Because of the history behind it.
That's super cool history.
Yeah, a 2,000-year-old coin that was owned by the Hunt brothers.
And speaking about coins, I'm thinking about picking something up today. Yeah, I think I'll do this one.
This is a 2-ounce piece. It looks like a trade dollar.
That's fun.
So there's fun stuff like that are
Yeah.
really neat. There's a lot of creativity. People do a lot of neat things with silver.
Yeah, I think I'll get a couple of the, I'll take this one.
Nice.
I'll get a couple, I love these USA Assay Office ones. We'll do that one. What about those fractional rounds? How much are
These.
those?
I'd probably want 3 over, so $1 more.
I got a couple of the, oh, it's by Stagecoach.
Yeah.
I've got some of the Stagecoach bars. I didn't realize they did the rounds. I actually broke one of those on live stream. There we go. Here we go. Now we're talking. Between 2 Johnson Matthey 100-ounce bars, and I hit it with a Pyromet 100-ounce bar. And cracked it in half.
We've done it before too in the shop. We used 2 pair of pliers and just cracked it. And then we threw it on the
awesome.
scale, and they did crack nicely. They were even, and they weighed almost exactly a 1/4 ounce each. So they're well designed.
Do you have any like poured silver pieces?
Not as many as you'd think. They come and go pretty quickly. They're very popular.
Yeah, I was down in outside of Phoenix, and I was paying $16 a Morgan.
That's awesome.
Why didn't I not get more?
And we have cans of the 21 Morgans. It's a very common date. There's a beautiful one right there.
Yeah, that is a nice one.
So these are a great option for stackers because they're the least expensive Morgan. The pre-21s are going to be slightly more.
Might do one of those. Well, you know what? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these 3.
Nice.
I'm gonna get this one. Yeah,
Great.
I think I will do it.
So it'll be 154.
154. 200 for you here.
Thank you.
All right, well, it's the end of the video. What do we say?
Catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
One stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker.